Have you ever had one of those days when absolutely everything seems to be against you? Your finances, your kids, your boss, your spouse, life itself. Have you ever wondered why these things always seem to happen all at once? Well, on this week's episode of the 5-Minute Break, we are going to understand one of the possible reasons why it seems that even God is against you. Let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the 5-Minute Break. My name is Dave, and I get to serve as the lead pastor at First Christian Church in Arcadia, Florida. So, the question is God really against you? I know, look, I have felt that way many times in my own life. But why? Why do we feel that way? Why would a God who loves us ever want to be against us? Well, in Numbers chapter 22, there is a man by the name of Balaam, and he has been summoned by the king of Moab to come and to place a curse on the nation of Israel, the people of the one true God. And so Balaam gets up and he saddles his trusted donkey and he sets out to go have an audience with the king. But God does not want Balaam to go and curse the nation of Israel. And so God sends an angel to stop Balaam from doing such an incredibly foolish thing. But Balaam doesn't see any angels. And so he just continues on his way. But his donkey sees this opposing angel and he decides, I'm getting off this path. And so Balaam gets upset and he beats that donkey mercilessly. 2 more times, this poor donkey tried to steer Balaam away from the danger of this angel, and Balaam beats this donkey because of a perceived disobedience. But God does something miraculous after Balaam beat that donkey for a 3rd time. I want you to listen to what happens in Numbers 22, verses 28 through 30. It says, Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times? And Balaam answered the donkey, You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now. The donkey said to Balaam, Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this to you? No, he said. God tried to get Balaam's attention 3 times for him to know that something was not right. What is amazing to me is that Balaam is so thick-headed, he doesn't realize what is opposing him, even after his own donkey talks to him. Now, I don't know about you, but a talking animal would probably have my undivided attention. Beginning though in verse 31, we read that God suddenly opens Balaam's eyes, where he could finally see that there was an angel of the Lord standing in the path with his sword drawn. If the donkey didn't stop him, Balaam would have been killed that very moment. Now, this may not apply in every circumstance that we face, but what if what we think is God opposing us? What if it's really God trying to get our attention? What if God is using this season, this circumstance, this trial, this difficulty to actually save you from certain destruction? When you feel like God is against you, I pray that maybe you will take a step back and look at your situation with different eyes to see that God is trying to do what is best for you in order to save your life. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of the 5-Minute Break. I would ask that you please consider subscribing and also hit that notification bell to be informed when new episodes drop each and every week. Also, please consider sharing these videos with a friend who could use some encouragement from God's Word. And if you're willing, maybe leave a comment below with a time that God used some adversity in your life, not to harm you, but for your good. And we hope that you will join us again next time.